Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Holland's class. Today we're going to be doing UFLI lesson 88, day 2 of vowel teams review. Now, this is just not all of the vowel teams, but just the ones that we've done so far. So if you haven't done A and E and O and I long vowel teams, go look at those lessons. But we're going to go to our review today. So let's start with our review. We're going to start reviewing our vowel teams, in which vowel teams are 2 or more letters that make one long vowel sound. So let's take a look at them. So let's start with long A. These were the 2 that we learned, AI and AY. Let's look at where they are in words. AI can be in the middle, like in the words bait and mail. And it can be in the beginning of words like aim and aid. Yep. Okay. Then AY you'll usually find at the end of a syllable, like may and say. Cool. Awesome. Moving on. Look at our long E's. So we have EE, EA, EY. Let's look at where they're at. EE you're mostly going to find in the middle, like need and feet. You'll also find it at the end, like sea and tree. You might find 1 or 2 words where it's at the very beginning, but not very much. So let's look at EA, mean, and team in the middle. But you can also find it at the beginning, like in the words eat and each. And you might find it at the end of words like tea and flee. Cool. Awesome. Now let's talk about EY. Notice how they change it. First syllable, second syllable. Let's show you what it means. Like the first one is kidney and turkey. It's in the second syllable. Also like monkey. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about long O vowel teams. So we have 3, OA, OW, OE. Let's look. OA you're going to mostly find in the middle, like in the words boat and road. You might also find it in the beginning, like in the word oat and oak. Now let's talk about OW. You're going to find it a lot at the end, sometimes in the middle, but a lot at the end, like show and grow. And then you're also going to find it in the middle of some words like bowl and flow. Got to be careful there. Okay, and then OE you will usually only find at the end of words like toe. Okay, all right. Now we're talking about long I. Long I, we had IE and IGH. That one was the hard one, so that's the one we've been focusing on. So let's take a look. IE you'll usually find at the very end of a syllable, like in the word pie and tie. And then IGH, you'll find a lot in the middle, like light and might. But you can also find it at the end of words like high and sigh. Cool? Let's take a look. These are all, especially these highlighted ones, were the ones that we're learning. These ones aren't qualified as vowel teams because, like, the vowel by itself in an open syllable, it's only by itself, so it can't be a team. And then the mama E or sneaky, whatever you call it, it doesn't say anything, so it doesn't really do anything with they're not next to each other. These ones are always paired together. That's what makes them a team. So cool. Moving on. If you want to read with me, let's do it. Play, read, feet, write, below. Awesome. Let's do our word work. My friends have their boards out. I'm going to put my board on the board, and then we're going to do some writing here. Okay, we're going to start with the word tray. I put my foot on the tray. This is going to be very interesting, but bear with me. I'm putting the vowel teams in the middle just for the focus of it. So even if at the end of the word, we're still putting it there. Okay, so change tray to stray. Ooh, this one's fun. Stir. Oh, that's a 3-letter blend. Stir, A. Awesome. Now we're going to change stray to stay. Why won't you stay with me? Stay. Wait, oh, I erased the wrong one. Oops. Stay. A. Stay. Okay, now change stay to say. A. Say. Now change say to ray. Like a sun ray. X-ray. Cool. Now change ray to gray. Grr. 2-letter blend. Gray. Now we're going to change gray to Grow. Ooh, that one's a big. We're actually changing 2 here. We're changing A to O. Grow. Now we're gonna change grow to row. Row. You're about. There we go. Row. Now we're gonna change row to ray. We're changing it back to ray. Oh my goodness. A. Now let's change ray to. Oh, we're changing this again. Raid. Aid. Wait, something doesn't look right. It doesn't look right because AY comes at the end. So it should be AI in the middle. Aid. Very good. Now we're going to change raid to read. Ooh, this is a homophone. Be careful. This is a reed, like a tall piece of grass that grows by a little bit of water. So it's not like reading a book. It's like a grass reed. Or a reed, if you're playing a saxophone, there's a little wooden piece called a reed that you put in the mouthpiece to make it vibrate. But anyway, change reed to feed. Feed. Then we're going to change feed to feel. I feel good. I'm in a singing mood today. Okay, now change feel to feet. Eat. Awesome. Now we're going to change feet to fight. Oh, this one's going to be interesting, but I think we can do this. No, that doesn't say fight. That says fit. So should it be like this? No, that doesn't look right either. So I-G-H. Very good. Fight. Okay, now we're going to change fight to flight. I don't want to miss my flight. Full. Great job. Now we're going to change flight to fright. That ghost gave me such a fright. And then the last one, change fright to bright. These lights are so bright. Great job. Erase your boards. We're going to move on to our irregular words. Okay, so we're going to practice our irregular words. We only have practice. There's no new ones to learn. There are 7 though, so let's pay attention. The first word is today. Oh, there's our AY pattern. Notice how it's blue now because we already know how the pattern is. But today. Good. Next one. Above. This one has a lot. Above. Those have the same schwa. And then this one doesn't make any sound at all. Above. Okay, next one. Among. Everyone's going here. Among us. I hear it. You guys are addicted. Among. Okay, next one. Again. So same schwa. And then AIs, we just learned says A, but this one doesn't. It doesn't say again. It says again, like an E. That's why we need to know by heart. Next one. Again, same thing as again, just without the ST. Same thing. Okay, next one. Always. So this one sounds more like a always. That's why we need to know by heart. Cool. Next one. Almost. This is actually the last one, but it's the same thing. It kind of sounds like an O when you're saying it. So cool. Now we can move on. If you want to spell, you can, but we're going to move to our last section, which is connected text. So I need my girls to read this. It's very bright on the road today. It's like when people put their high beams on. All right, boys. The team almost scored one more goal. Exclamation point there. I always use soap when I take a bath at night. Well, you better. That's kind of nasty if you don't. All right, let's spell together. We're not going to do that. We're going to go into our decodable. So, and I'm actually going to primarily read this one. So, if you want to pause and circle all of the vowel teams you can find, you can. But there's a lot. I will warn you. Aiden's goal. Aiden had to find a way to make money. He needed to save up for his dream car. He wanted to get a Jeep, but Jeeps are not cheap. He needed to find a job that paid very well so he could own his dream car. What could he do? Let's find out. Aiden went to his father for advice. His father said he should study. How will studying get me my dream car? Aiden asked. His father explained that he could study a trade like welding or carpentry. He could also take more classes to get a degree. People who had a trade or a degree could make a lot of money. Aiden needed to think over what his father had told him. It would take longer to study, but in the end, Aiden would be able to get his dream car and more. Awesome. After days of thinking, Aiden chose to take more classes. This would help him reach his goal, or this goal, and his next one, whatever that might be. Aiden's father was almost always right.
Right.
Awesome. Give yourself a round of applause, pat on the back, kiss on the brain. We will see you next time. Bye, everyone.